Hey, thanks for being with us this Friday. And if you didn't know it, happy Minnesota Beer Day. The state is officially recognizing the holiday following resolutions from the state legislature and a proclamation from Governor Walz. The purpose of the holiday, celebrate and recognize the long history of beer and beer making here in Minnesota. So here to tell us all about it, Bob Galligan from the Minnesota Craft Brewers Guild. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great
Happy Minnesota Beer Day.
Happy Minnesota Beer Day to you. Great way to kick off the weekend.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit more about the holiday and why there was such a push to get this started.
Yeah, I mean, this was a guild initiative, but we also did have help from a whole bunch of other stakeholders. And when we started talking about kind of celebrating a day for beer in Minnesota, we were kind of curious as to what we should really be celebrating, and we ended up settling on everything. So literally every hand that has touched production of beer or movement of beer or serving of beers since 1848, we're celebrating today.
And there's so much innovation happening across the state. Breweries popping up every time you look somewhere new in the Twin Cities. Can you talk a little bit about the history of beer in Minnesota? I know August Shell down in New Ulm was kind of one of the guys to kick it off.
Absolutely.
Beer making precedes the state, Minnesota becoming a state.
10 years before Minnesota became a state, Anthony York started brewing in St. Paul, so 1848. John Orth opened in St. Anthony in 1850. That was before Minneapolis was even a city.
Wow.
But then John Orth would eventually merge with three others to become Minneapolis Brewing Company, which eventually produced Grain Belt, and Grain Belt has gone through so many different stories. It was brewed at the Jacob Schmidt Brewery off West 7th, but now it is actually brewed by August Shells, which is actually the second oldest family-owned brewery in the United States of America, behind Yingling.
Whoa, out there in New Ulm.
I don't think enough Minnesotans actually recognize just how old and storied Shells really is.
Yeah, that is incredible. And let's talk a little bit about the innovation, especially in the last 10 years or so, would you say? I mean, before we get into the non-alcoholic innovations that have come up, breweries itself are popping up everywhere, and it seems like they're doing new things, and a lot of people are interested in
Absolutely. As I like to say, you know, it's probably the second oldest profession known to humankind, and we're still learning new things and developing new things and building new things. So, you know, even with like hazy IPAs, we ended up finding out that adding hops while there is still yeast in solution gives you like a very deep, almost floral rose type notes. We never would have actually experimented with that if the consumers didn't ask us to produce New England IPAs. So that's it. And then also, you know, the consumer is constantly changing. So how can we bring more people into our tap rooms, our bars, and our restaurants? And part of that is the non-alcoholic segment as well. Our new calling sign is everyone deserves a bar stool, whether you drink beer, whether you are sober, whether you are California sober. Everyone deserves to be part of that conversation.
Oh, I love that. That's a great way of thinking of it. Let's talk about the NA beers. I mean, it was like 10 years ago that I was in college serving, and the only non-alcoholic beer you could find was O'Doul's.
Yep. Yeah, things have progressed quite a bit, and especially actually here in the Twin Cities, ABV Technologies is a local company, and they actually developed a way of de-alkalizing beer that still keeps a lot of the actual flavor components in it, and that's part of the reason why the Twin Cities is actually a hub nationally for so much good quality non-alcoholic beer. We're constantly developing new techniques to produce better and higher quality, more beer tasting non-alcoholic beer.
Well, Bob, let's try some of them. You've got two different NAs right here. What are we trying today?
Well, the first one is actually hop water from Brew Haven, which is actually one of the newest breweries in Minnesota.
It just looks like water.
It is, but it's going to have kind of that hoppy smell to it that still is kind of, it's bright. It's kind of almost like a Citra lemony type character.
Oh yeah, if I closed my eyes, I would have said this like looks like beer. It doesn't
right,
look
and it
like
smells
water.
like beer. And it's really hard, has been hard for hop water, especially because those hop extracts are hard to pull without alcohol. But again, through different developments, we've nailed it down a little bit stronger.
I really like it. It's kind of like a hoppy flavored LaCroix, if that's a good way of selling it.
100%.
I think that's a good way of
100%.
selling it.
And it's really good for people who you know want to actually have that kind of hop characteristic, but don't necessarily want kind of the sweetness or the maltiness of beer.
Totally. Yes, it's very easy to drink. Let's talk about this Summit one too. I love the packaging. A lot of Minnesotans love Summit.
Well, Summit is, you know, one of the OGs, especially in the craft beer revolution. And, you know, the fact that they've been doing non-alcoholics for quite some time now, I think is a testament to the fact that they are constantly pushing the limits, and they do an excellent job. Absolutely. And that's an IPA, which is a really, really hard style to actually dial in, but they definitely have found a way, for sure.
So they make the IPA and then they take the alcohol out of it?
There are different processes that you can use. On this scale, that would be a little more difficult, but some of the smaller ones for sure.
Got it. We've got some music to get the beer day celebrations going. Tell me about some of these other things you brought in. Are these just some crowd favorites?
Yeah, those are just kind of from all over the state. We have Urban Growler, which is all women owned, one of the first in the state, which is really exciting. That is actually from Wandering Leaf, which is one of the newer ones from St. Paul. And then we also have Little Thistle from Rochester.
Oh, okay, got it. We got to talk about these cups too as the music gets louder. These are from Minnesota Beer Day, and they've got a lot of representation of the Minnesota beer history.
Very much so, yeah. There's a whole bunch of intricacies to the design. The stars mean something. There are 32 stars on the rim because we were the 32nd state.
Nice.
The 4 waves are signature of our 4 sources of water that brewers use. But if you go to mncraftbrew.org, there's a Minnesota Beer Day button. You can push that, and there's an interactive map where you can look at all of our members who are selling these. But also there are a whole bunch of bars and restaurants and even liquor stores selling these this year. So
well, I love what the Guild is doing because you're really getting beer lovers out and about to all the different breweries. I know they're in the Minnesota beer community seems so supportive of each other.
Very much so.
There's a lot of collaboration, and I love the passes that you can go out and get. Can I put you on the spot and tell me some of your favorite breweries?
Well, I represent over 170 of them, so we're like fathers. We might have our favorites, but we're never going to tell you necessarily.
That's so fair.
So honestly, I tend to just go to whatever is closest to me when I'm traveling around the state. So
cool. A little tour of everything.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for coming in, helping us kick off the weekend with some fun weekend music. Happy Minnesota Beer Day to you
and to the state.
And we celebrate all year.
Yes, we do. We do indeed.
Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you.